Alright, I think we're ready to go. I think so. We are live. Looking good, I think. I'm just checking a couple things here. Alright, so this stream title begs the question, Wario versus Vergil, who wins? Walker Pierce says Wario, because how is Vergil going to realistically kill Wario? This is a good question. I'm not going to say that it's a wrong question, or it's a good answer. I'm not sure if it's a good answer. Say why again, motherfucker. Very good, Walker Pierce. I like that. I like that announcement. All right. Well, we're gonna get into it pretty quick here. We got a short stream today. I got some other stuff I got to do today. Unfortunately, I was up late yesterday as well. I would have swapped around some stream times and maybe done something a little bit earlier this week, but it's what it is. I'm not really that beat up about it. I apologize for anybody who was hoping for a nice long stream to chill with today. Let me go spam fucking self-promo channels. It's a good question, but I don't know if it's a good quest. Yeah, the yun part is fine. It's just the quest. It's just the quest. It's the quest part. The question. There you go. You know, I really do like getting to join my friends' other Discord servers, because everybody's making their own servers. And it's nice to see because it's a bunch of smaller streamers taking off and doing their own thing. Walker Pierce, I'm doing okay. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm doing the whole copy-paste into like 20 different self-promo channels thing, which I'm gonna keep saying it. I hate doing this. It's just annoying. More than anything else, it's annoying. I don't know what to say. It sucks. It's not particularly fun to sit here and be like, yeah, come on, let me check out my stream in like every fucking channel. Hey, what's the crack, Rob? How you doing? So let me finish copying into self-promos here. I am kind of glad. I know that this is like a big thing on Twitch and having like a starting soon screen and being like a timer and everything. Well, for you in particular, Rob, you and Van, and I think a couple other people ended up copying you. But the whole like timer thing, people seem to like that idea of having like a starting soon screen. I had one for a little while, and then I just kind of said, you know what, I don't want to deal with that over on YouTube because the starting soon screen is going to be me setting up everything. You guys can just pop in and I'll keep talking to you. You just copy Bulu? Yeah, that sounds... that's right, Bulu does have it on the monitor. I forget sometimes, because he has the whole, like, 3D... he has, like, a whole 3D environment set up. And he's just got the timer on the screen, which is really cool, by the way. I fucking love it. But it's funny. I like that everybody just ended up copying that idea. Yeah, I don't think it's like a bad idea or anything, but after sitting and thinking about it enough and like listening to people talk about it, like bigger YouTubers and like Twitch streamers talk about it, I really don't care for it. I get the logic behind it. It's the idea of like, okay, you give everybody time to pile in for the stream, you know. Everybody's waiting for the doors to open up outside the Burger King. I have no idea, something like that. It makes sense. But I just don't care for it. I'd rather have people come in and sit down and fucking get yourself a drink. Speaking of which, I forgot to go grab my drink. I'm gonna have to go grab that in a second. But anyway, my voice probably sounds a little bit lower than normal. That's probably because I screamed really loud last night. Not for a super long time, but enough to make my voice decide it's gonna just not today. And that's because I was at the company Christmas party. Well, holiday party, if you want to be specific, but you know. Well, that's not good. That's not... Hold up. Don't you tell me that this disc is going to be fucked up, or the disc drive on this GameCube's fucked up. Because if that's the case, we're having a real short stream today. It's currently 9. Starting at 5, had a horrible bout of indigestion, and didn't even get start to get clear up until 8. Oh man, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's just really unfortunate, man. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better at least. Yeah, better call Pepsi, man. Okay, no, this drive is working. GameCube's working. We're good. Yeah, so it's gonna be a short stream today. I was at the holiday party last night. Ended up staying up late, not because of the holiday party, actually something completely unrelated. But I stayed up a little bit later than I should have. I'm a little bit tired, and I got something going on at around 12:30 today. For reference, it's 10 o'clock a.m. here. So I'm gonna be going for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then I'm gonna dip. It's an embarrassing snapshot of David at the Christmas party. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if anybody got me in a picture at the Christmas party. That being said, it was okay. It was 150 people packed up in a rooftop, sort of classier venue, which was really funny because a lot of the crew, we had a lot of the like blue collar like plumbing crews there, and so they just did not feel comfortable, and I felt bad, but it was nice. It was good. They handed everybody out fake money, and we all got to play. I played blackjack for about an hour and a half, but you know, play whatever. They had craps there. They had roulette. It was good, and then they all had raffle tickets you could buy with all the fake money. Then everybody got into the raffle tickets, and it was a good time. It was good to see everybody outside the office for once. I really do like the people I work with, honestly. I'm just not a particularly sociable person, and the office is like an hour and a half away from me. If the roads are completely empty, it's about an hour 10. But more or less, it's usually an hour and a half to 2 hours, just because the terrible traffic that shows up. But thankfully, I only go in 2 times a week, so I normally don't worry about it too much. But when I have to go in and it's like, okay, cool, I'm going to be down there for like 3-4 hours, and then I'm going to come home. Well, I just spent 3 hours on the road, too. You know? It's a lot. But for a Christmas party, everybody was begging me to fucking come down. I was like, okay, fine. Fine, I'll show up. I put on a nice vest. I got a nice green paisley vest that I put on with a tie and black shirt, you know, gray pants. It was good. It was a fun time. But anyway, there was this one guy there that was just completely out of it. I don't know if he was just drunk or if he had something else going on, but he was fucking completely gone by like halfway through the night. And he ran up to me and started just shaking my hand and yelling. I'm just sitting there fucking egging him on because it's funny more than anything, and he's not hurting anybody yet. Of course, we're all sitting there watching him, but I'm like, you know what? No point in fucking ruining this guy's fun or anybody else's fun while we're here. So, went up with him, had a good time with him for a minute, hung out, came home, stayed up a little too late, and now I got something else going on. So, like I said, short stream today. It's been good. I'm happy to be streaming always, but this one's just gonna have to be shorter, and this coming Friday is not gonna be a stream. I might reschedule that stream. The hope is to reschedule that stream, but I'll have to see for exactly when, because it's just gonna be kind of busy going into the holidays, which is funny considering I'm not going anywhere and my family doesn't do anything special for the holidays, but I always manage to book myself out a lot. And I got some other projects I want to be working on, so I don't want to constantly be streaming unless I'm streaming those projects. Which, I mean, like, if you guys want to see me write stuff, write about streaming, or if you guys want to see me, like, make music, or, I don't know, there's a number of things I could be doing. But there's some stuff. If you guys want to see me do a specific thing, just let me know, honestly, because I've got all sorts of shit around here. I got a green screen and some lighting coming. I could do a stream where it's literally just me fucking around with my lighting, and my camera. Maybe messing with the green screen some, so who knows. Any number of things could be happening on stream, but it's usually just video games. Yeah, absolute fucking setup. I'm not doing the green screen on a regular basis. I doubt that, just because there's not enough space here. Here. It's probably like 3 feet tops width. I could set it up, but like with the amount of shit that I already set up, I've been leaving my lights in place recently, but, you know, I've got a light there, I got to turn those both on. I got to set up the tripod on the desk for my camera. I gotta set up the camera itself, I gotta plug everything in, I got my GameCube, which I set up last night, so if I'm playing anything on an actual console and not on my PC, I gotta set that up. Which is usually a lot more convoluted than you think it would be, considering I have a RetroTink running into it. It's not an analog video card with a really shitty DAC on it. Well, not DAC. DAC would imply it's audio only. Digital analog converter instead of digital audio converter, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah. Welcome to Wario World! I'm gonna fuck up my voice if I keep doing that, but we're gonna keep doing it. Alright, is the sound coming through? No. I'm coming through twice. You shouldn't be running. Okay. Well, that's fixed now. Now, which one of these? Now we're fucking talking. Yeah, thank you for the Taco Bell. Yeah, stereo, baby. Let's get that stereo audio going. Hark, ring the bell. Dagother is calling. Yeah, the Dagother coming out. Anyway, yeah, since I can't do channel point rewards or anything on YouTube right now, and I can't have my own emotes, I just decided to start having... There are random words in chat that when you say them, are going to cause certain things to happen on stream, for anybody who's never been here before. Also, hi, Mythmaker. So for anybody, if anybody has never been in on streams, we are constantly adding stuff, and I will not tell you what those things are. So just keep saying words, okay? I'm telling you, just keep saying words, and cool stuff will happen. There you go. I love that Dagoth and the Bell play together. Yeah, it's a good time. That audio sounded like it was clipping. I'm always worried about that. No, I guess it's fine. Alright, so we're on to the last world here. This is the true Wario world. But I don't know if I'm going to finish this one tonight, or today. But we'll see what we do. Because if not, I think next week we're definitely finishing it. We'll definitely be finishing this game next week. If we don't, then okay, so be it. But I really highly doubt that we're not going to finish next week. Anyway, time for some more Wario. I have a lot of nostalgia for this game, even though it's not very deep. I would love to see another 3D Wario platform or something one day, though. Same here. I don't have a ton of nostalgia for this game. I found this game... So, I got into Wario... I was gonna pause and just, like, start ranting about shit, but no. Let's keep going. I have a lot of nostalgia for, I don't have a lot of nostalgia for this game because I really only found this game probably about 2015, 2016. That being said, it's quite a good game and I very much am enjoying it. I only picked up this copy recently. But I'm glad that I did. Because this game's great. I'm not clipping, you're clipping, exactly. Oh, Christ.
Yes.
Thanks. I almost couldn't hear the fact that I missed. It's very polished. Yeah, exactly. You could probably finish this whole game in an afternoon. I'm 100%ing this game, and it's only taking me a few streams. Which is rare. Aw, man, it's randomized every time? You fucks. I'm fucked on this one. I don't have the memory for this while I'm streaming. did the arm lady fight last night. Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun with the game now, Eric. You were not having fun with it with the Blade Wolf fight. Eric here's been playing Metal Gear Rising, and we watched. They wanted me to watch them play the first. I completely already fucked it up. I can't stream and do this one. I'm giving up on this one. I'm gonna come back to it later. Yeah, the dog fight is just kind of fucked. I love the Blade Wolf fight, and it's really cool, but like, goddamn. And turn us off and focus on the room for a few minutes. I mean, alright, you know what? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I want everybody in chat to shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm taking out my fucking earbuds. You can't scare me with fucking noises. Not like you actually scare me, but it's distracting. Alright, I'm gonna hit the switch. If any of you do anything funny, I'm gonna come through the screen and kill you. I'm kidding, I don't care. Try and distract me as much as possible during this. It probably won't work. Well, now I can't hear it. I'm realizing. I mean, I can turn this on, I guess. Wait, no. Where's that set up to come out of? I don't think it's gonna work. Because I just have that... No, that won't work. Yeah. You can type the order. No, don't bother. It's okay. I can pull out a piece of paper and do it. I've just been not wanting to do that. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'll get it. Where's my fucking pencil? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna write out like the position. Yeah, don't start typing out like left, right, top, bottom, because that's not gonna work. There's too many spots. Hold up. Let me just... I'll just do this and then write out the order. Alright, guys. This is the problem when you have, like, games that are based on memory, but you're also trying to stream them, because if you're trying to actively interact with your chat, you're not going to have the fucking memory capacity to do that. Yeah, top-wise, exactly. Alright, so I'm gonna hit the thing. I'm gonna hope that I can mark all these down right. Alright, I think I got them all. So, 1, 2. That's a 3. I, like, scribbled this shit down because I was trying to write fast and I'm writing in a small space. 4. 5. Also, the music here is a fucking bop. There we go. The magic of not having fucking memory while you're streaming. You have to have a very high IQ to understand Wario World. That's true. You're completely right, Mythmaker. You are completely correct. It is very important. Oh. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good day. I'm hoping to at least 100% this level. But yeah, I agree with Mythmaker. Like, I don't have a ton of nostalgia for this game, but it is just a really cool, good, polished game. I picked it up actually at the beginning of the, or at the end of the, in the middle of the summer, I guess. Somewhere around the middle of the summer. Okay, so I just can't get up there now that I've smashed all those, but I don't... The only thing I'm missing there is a chest, because I can hear it. That's okay. Oh, you gotta use the mirror. Neat! I like this idea. Wow! Camera auto off. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. You can change the C-stick. You can use this camera angle, yeah, to save you jumping. I gotcha. Yeah, I know that there's some ways you can change it. I just wasn't sure how it was going to work there. You quick bump your camera. I already got it. Thank you, though. Oh, this is some Super Monkey Ball shit right here. That's another game I didn't really have as a kid. I like Wario just like... Oh, nope. Whee! I love the noises that Charles Martinet managed to make for Wario in this game are just peak. Hey. Oh, there we go. Okay. I need to wait a little bit longer. Good news is I don't think you lose hearts in these segments, so that's nice at least. This is fun. I like these. It's just, I don't know. I like the music in this game. This game, like you were saying, Mythmaker, this game feels very, yeah, peak Wario characterization. It really is. It's just this game, make the visuals, trippier. Yeah. I like this game. It's just well polished. It's a very cool game. I picked this one up at the beginning, or in the middle of the summer. I don't really look for, like, mint quality games. I look for a game disc that's decent and a case that's not completely fucking awful. Usually, that's about what I'm looking for. There we go. Fine. Throwville 1 was really the only bad level. Even that was, like, okay. It wasn't, like, the best thing ever, but it was okay. Come on. Yeah. Got him. Oh, the little mice. Oh shit, oh rat. See you back there, bitch. But yeah, I don't know. This game is just comfy, you know? It's a good comfy game. Best way I can think to put it. And this is a fun idea right here, you know? Stuff like this is cool. Terrible portraits hanging on the wall will extend their hands and try and attack you. It's that meme with the hands that everybody was doing for a while where they just reach the hands out of the screen. Hey, look, a guy! I'm not gonna fuck up my voice too bad today. I can't do Wario voice. Like I said, I was screaming a little bit last night. Also, it was just... I understand that DJs need to play music loud in order to, like, actually be able to, like, in order for people to actually be able to hear the music over everybody talking, but I feel like a lot of them aren't very conscious of where they, or of how loud they're being, and it just made it hard to talk. It made it hard to talk to people, was the big issue. Grabby hands. It is just grabby hands, that's cool. He's gonna fire the sun at me. Unleash the power of the sun. Nope, that's not right. Alright, where do you put him? I guess you hit the, I guess you hit the hands, huh? Nope. Maybe you just ripped through the fucking other ends of the portrait? I have no idea. Let me read what this dude said again. Attack the terrible pictures hanging on the wall by launching attacks from below. Suplex to shoot a beam. Maybe? Ow. Yeah, when you get close, the picture moves. Oh, okay, you shoot them up into the... Okay, I see. When you launch them out of the barrel with a suplex. Insert obligatory Nintendo hand boss, yeah. This is Master Hand. This is Master Hand's cousin. Gotcha. See, that's a neat idea. I like that. I wouldn't have thought about that. Oh, he's got an enraged phase. I don't know, this game, it feels very relaxing to play. That's why I hate going clubbing. Yeah, it's just, I don't go clubbing partially because there's no clubs around me, and there's only really kind of crap bars. But also just, like, I don't care much for most of the people in this area. I hate the stereotype, but most of the people in this area are just not people I generally want to hang with a lot, you know? And that's okay. But, I don't know. Not my vibe, you know? Not my vibe. This is King Bongo Bongo. I'm not familiar enough with shit, and my brain's not working today, but sure, I'll agree. I will nod and agree. But yeah, I don't know. Game's a fun vibe. Like, they do a good job with, like, here's just some weird platforming segments. I'd rather stay at home and play Wario World all night. That's what I'm talking about, man. Why would I go out when I can talk with random strangers on the internet about a video game that somebody made 20 fucking years ago? You know? We all do it. Don't say you don't do it. Good. This is annoying. I thought they were gonna stop on one another. Nope. Just... Oh, okay, we gotta do that all over again. There's like a... It feels almost like there's a period where Wario can't jump after he hits the ground. But, like it's a recovery animation. Also, sometimes he grabs onto ledges. Or he'll, like, move way faster than I think he's gonna move when I push the analog stick and fall off a ledge, and I'll try and jump, and as he grabs the ledge, I'll end up hitting the A button, and he'll let go of the ledge and just fall. That one's more on me, but it's like a reaction time thing. I like how Wario controls for the most part, but there's definitely some wackiness to it. Which is probably a good thing, honestly. Platformer movement should be consistent, but this game's not quite as much of a platformer as you would expect it to be. So I think it's okay in segments like this to have some kind of jank controls. Hey, I'd like to think we're at least acquaintances. Yeah, no, I'm not saying your guys are like complete strangers, more just for the joke. But I would agree. You can find some people online who are, like... like, most of my friends... It always sounds kind of pathetic, I guess, but, like, most of my friends are online nowadays. And I don't think that that's inherently a bad thing, you know? There's a button here. How am I gonna hit that? There we go. Hey, hey Bard, how you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Good morning to everybody, or afternoon, in the case of everybody out in Europe, or, I don't know, elsewhere. Good night, I have no idea. I've got friends in a fair number of time zones now. It's kind of nice because I'm really like just starting to remember and keep track of different time zones and be like, yeah, you're here, you're here, you're here. And then my time zone changes and everybody goes, what the fuck is going on? Why are you suddenly an hour behind or an hour ahead? Because the US still does daylight savings time. And anybody who doesn't know what that is, at some point during the year, we just add or subtract an hour in order to make it seem like, well, in order to feel like we have more daylight during the day, is the real reason. It's easier to deal with online friends. Plus, if something happens between you, it's easier to just not talk. That too, there's also downsides to it, which are kind of the same, one and the same as the upsides in some instances. It sucks when you don't talk about a problem. Because ultimately, the long and short of it is, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but I do prefer to talk through issues. You know, I don't like just leaving people out and saying, like, hey, bye. You know, it's just not my vibe. I like this mirror idea a lot. This is one of my favorite things to see games do, is just wild shit like this. Oh, of course it's down at the bottom, so we have to do this whole segment again. Give me my present. Give me my shit back. The long and short of it is, oh, I'm in Maryland, fam. I'm in Maryland. Maryland's such a strange state, and I will talk about this some. Anybody who doesn't know, Maryland is, it's a state that's generally considered a part of the South geographically, but our identity is mixed between North and South because during the Civil War, although we were below the Mason-Dixon line, we're also where the capital of the U.S., well, like, we surround the capital of the U.S., more or less. On one side, the other side is Virginia, to the south of us. And so, when the Civil War broke out, the U.S. Didn't want to give up the U.S. didn't want to give that up didn't want to give up, obviously, the capital of the U.S. Fucking nailed that. They didn't want to give up the capital of the U.S. to the Confederates, obviously, and have it be completely surrounded by Confederate states. And so Maryland became a northern state in that sense. And we've always had this split identity because of that. Yeah, daylight saving time is adjusting to have more daylight hours during normal business hours. So, you know, the idea is that, okay, cool, you don't have daylight from, like... They move everything back so it gets dark by, like, 4 p.m. It's a phrase I haven't heard. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, you're from Kansas. Yeah, Kansas is, like, northern-ish. I don't know, with the Midwest, it's a bit strange, too, because you see all sorts of stuff that you wouldn't normally... Like, it's areas that weren't around during the Civil War, so they don't really necessarily have to identify as northern or southern, but a lot of the time they still do. I was hoping to catch him. But yeah, I also pick up phrases from all over the goddamn place because I'm friends with so many people from so many different areas just through the internet. Again, one of the cool things about the internet, you can be friends with people in like 200 different countries. Ohio is not the Midwest. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ohio is not the Midwest. Ohio was... I don't know if it was a state by then. I'm pretty sure it was a state by the Civil War. I don't know. I don't know my U.S. history as well as I probably should. Yeah, like crack. Like, what's the crack? Stuff like that. Like, I pick up, like, I don't say I in real life, like, ever, but I still say it on the internet a ton. Like, I don't say A-Y-E, like, ever. Kansas was? Okay, there you go. This is the other, like, just living in Maryland is a very strange... It can be very strange sometimes, because I live in the most conservative county of well, one of the most conservative counties of a state that is primarily liberal and more left-leaning, and yet we have a conservative governor. It's just a strange mix of things. I don't even really know how to describe it. Ohio does not exist. It is only a field of corn. I thought that was Nebraska. Nebraska feels more like that than Ohio does. Okay, thank you for just not grabbing this, Wario. I like that he's just like, hey, go. Fucking punch the lion. Yeah, you need that balance. It always comes off as like a centrist thing. I am perfectly happy to sit and talk with people about certain things politically. I don't want to get too much into politics here. Just because it does tend to lead to a bit of a mess. Kansas is the other way. It's mostly conservative, but we have a liberal governor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's just very, like, odd. The United States is a very strange place, just overall. I don't even want to get into it too much. Because it is just a whole... It's not something I'm opposed to talking about. But it's something where it's, like, am I really going to sit here for 2 hours and conjecture on U.S. politics? Like, is that what I'm doing now? Better move fast, boy. There you go. There we go. Now we're talking. Also, like, all the music in this game is just remixes, or most of the, like, the main, like, music in this game is just remixes of the same, like, 2 or 3 songs. Yet they're all good. Like, they all reuse the same motifs. Where do you think Wario leans on the political spectrum? Alright, well, where do you guys think Wario is on the political spectrum before I answer? Yeah, you'd love to do that on your stream. It's fun. I don't think it's like a bad thing to talk about politics on stream. It's just, I don't feel like doing it at the moment. There's too much other stuff going on, and I don't have the... My main problem is I don't have the level of research that I would like into all of these topics in order to talk about them in a way that seems like it's going to do them justice. Okay. Wario's a libertarian. Everybody agrees he's libertarian. Yep. Hard agree. Wario wants to smoke weed, but also keep all his money and the government can't tax him. That's it. That's it. Didn't let me jump. But okay, Wario. I can't tell. It's not the controller. I think I'm just hitting it late. Like, my hands aren't synchronized, I guess, is the best way to put it. Okay, so now where's the... There it is. Okay, it's in the middle. Let me grab that. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I don't care. Like, it... If you want to know my personal political views, I'm more socialist than anything, I guess would be the best way to put it. And that's not always an easy thing to say, simply because a lot of people hear socialist and they get a wrong impression of what, or they have a wrong view of what a socialist necessarily is. I don't care if the government takes my taxes. The point of government is to protect the people. You know, to protect and provide services for the people. It is a government, regardless of what happens, a government is provided by and for the people. You know? So I think that they should have access to a lot of rights based on the fact that they are a member of that state. You know? Yeah, once you get the things you have them, even if you fall off again, I could just fucking leave, technically. I do feel the burn. Although I'm not as big of a fan of Bernie Sanders as I used to be, but regardless, I try to stay pretty far out of political discussion for the most part, because the area that I live in, I'm fairly socialist in an area that's mostly conservative, and admittedly, most of them aren't that well educated. Most of them just like to watch Fox News all day and then complain about stuff, and a lot of the discussions that I've tried to have politically have simply resulted in mostly just me getting completely ignored or otherwise shut down, so I just kind of like don't talk about it much anymore, and it's sad, but it's what it is. Wow! Member of the state of stupid. There we go. Now we're fucking... You talking my language. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I can disagree with all of you guys and completely respect your opinions. A lot of the time, I just get completely ignored. Somebody hears, yep, I have this view, and they immediately just go, got it, so I don't care about you anymore. And I'm like, that's not how that works, but okay. I've upset people at my job by calling out Fox News and talking down on capitalism. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that they're not perfect systems. They're the systems that we live in, and there's issues with them. I have a lot of issues with them. At the same time, I'm not educated enough to be able to sit there and talk about all these issues. However, a lot of the time, even if I am educated on these issues, people around here just don't listen to me. People don't want to listen to me, and if they don't want to listen, there's no point in talking. You know what I mean? Hey. Like what Charlie Brown said, there are 3 things to avoid discussing with people. Politics, religion, and the Great Pumpkin. This is true. And Fight Club. You're not allowed to talk about that one. There's 4 things. Charlie Brown missed one. I love the loud, fucking annoying screeching noises that you just hear. Just Okay, so where the fuck am I at and how many things do I have? How do I get out of here? Do I gotta go to the left now? Do I gotta go back to the left? Gotta go back to the past? But yeah, I agree. Like, there's a time and place for political discussion, but ultimately, I'm not one that's qualified to talk about it. Same as anybody else, really. There's too many things going on. Everybody's gonna have their concerns. Imagine recording those sounds. Just the yeah. That's gotta be... I would imagine that's pitched up. I like sound design. I listen to this sort of stuff a lot. I think about this sort of stuff a lot. I love Foley. I love sound design. I like voice acting. It's fun. It's cool. I wish I would actually, like, sit down and practice and do it more, but ultimately I just don't go looking for gigs because I've got too many other things on my plate. I bet it was just somebody in the office. Oh, yeah. 99% of these sounds are just people in the office just making noises. Not allowed to talk about Charles Brown. Okay, so we're getting there. Randomly recorded. Yeah, exactly. Somebody just ran in with an audio recorder and was like, hey, say something funny. They were just like, eh. Onto the spike pit you go. Probably the most brutal death. That time and place is not the dinner table. Cheers to that. Anybody who's, like, dealing with political discussions during Thanksgiving or any dinner, Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, like, dinner thing, they're, like, crazy... Don't be the crazy relative that just starts political discussion out of nowhere. Like, I've talked about it with my coworkers before. I've, like, occasionally brought it up. And, yeah, you do kind of skirt the issue a little bit. You don't talk about a lot of stuff. But I think it's good to at least, like, understand why people think the way they do. You know? I guess is the best way to put it. Wario clipping into the wall. You know, there is a time and place for everything, as the wise Professor Oak or your dad in Pokemon said. Oh, there's a ghost. That's cool. I like that. You can only see him in the mirror, and then he drags you into there. That's really cool. Christ. Okay. I think I hit that one, but I also fell, so... You fell off. Plywood ball tail cat, yeah. That's what a labradoodle is. Just fucking plywood. Okay, so there's a way back up. Dagoth, there is a ghost now, that's true. He is a ghost. Don't hit the fucking spring, please. You might find areas that appear to be dead ends just ahead. But just search around. You may not be able to see the way out at first, but there should be hints reflected in the mirrors. Yeah. I do SpongeBob voice for that one. What was the jump scare I just saw? It's Dagoth. It's the boy, Dagoth. You can't talk about him or else he comes out. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to set that one up so that Dagoth, whenever you say the trigger phrase, it'll show the animation once every, like, X minutes, but otherwise it just starts playing Dagoth saying random sound bites. Or starting to play, like, Dagoth Wave or something. Yeah, auto off on the camera. Like, I want him to, I want to hear just Dagoth Urge just going stupid whenever you try and use the fucking animation before it's over. You know? This is a really cool idea. SpongeBob versus Wario would be an amazing pay-per-view fight. I'd like that. You got a nice head of hair, why the hat? That's a good question. The hat is not because I want to hide my hair. Although it technically was up until a couple days ago when I got a haircut because, God, my hair just does not want to fucking... It curls, and I cannot do a damn thing about it. So I can't grow it out long, even though I'd like to at some point. No, the hat is something that happened back in high school. I got a hat as a Christmas present. I like fedoras. I like trilbies. And so I, oh, fucking ghost. No, it's just out there. Okay. Oh, I like this. Yeah, I got that as a Christmas present one year, and I liked it. I thought it was cool, and I honestly started wearing it in school, even though I'm technically not supposed to be wearing it in school. None of the teachers really cared. I was a good student. Nobody really gave a shit. So I ended up just, like, starting to wear them, and it kind of became more of an identity thing than anything, you know? Curly hair is great. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I'm not saying curly hair is bad, it's just the fact that mine curls really, really bad when it gets long, and I really just cannot manage it at all. Like, maybe I just need to work more on, maybe I really do just need to work more on, like, you know, getting better hair care products and, like, paying more attention to my hair. And not burning the fuck out of it in the shower, but, I don't know. I have a hard time keeping it in a way that is manageable without a lot of, like, hair gel, which I hate using hair gel. Okay. I guess. Embrace the curl. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice for a while. The problem is I have a very set hairstyle that I've had since I was, like, a kid. So it'll normally be, like, a side part like this, even though, you know, I haven't combed it today. And I don't mind it curling like that. The problem is then it gets down towards the back, and I either have to trim it, but the guy who I have to trim it, but the guy I've been going to for years and years at this point is, okay. The guy I've been going to for years and years at this point, knows how to do exactly one hairstyle. Yes, I do have so much power. You are right, I have a lot of power. Oh, no. Do the British curly on the top, loud undercut. No, I hate that shit. I don't like undercuts. Not on me. I think that they can look good on people, but I'm not a fan. You know what else I like? As these stages have been going on... Okay. As these stages have been going on, they've been, the underground segments here, when you fall off platforms, have been getting more and more, like, harder to stand on. Like, you've been having to do a lot of maneuvering to stay on the platform properly. What is back here? Okay. I'm gonna get a 30s bob? No, I'm not. If I get a bob cut, somebody's gonna have to come teach me a lesson. The twink look. No, I'm that's not my vibe. Hold up, where? This is the other problem. You still can't see... Okay, there we go. Jesus, that took a while. Okay, so what do we miss? We missed a couple things at the end. Well, there's one. And there's another. So we're just missing one thing, and it's... We can walk back. We don't have to backtrack all the way to the beginning of the level, I don't think. The mean MC inside the goal is a coward. Even if you bang on the cup, he's hiding and he won't come out. But hey, don't give up. He's definitely hiding inside the cup. I'm surprised I nailed that first try. Closer to a himbo than a twink. You know what? I'll take that as a compliment, I guess. Does kind of look, does look like a 40s hairstyle. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad look at all. I like the greaser look. I'm always a fan of that sort of look. I don't know if that's the look that I explicitly want to be going for. I don't know what I want to look like. That's part of the issue. Like, just finding a good self-identity has always been an issue for me. It's something I'm actually talking about with my therapist right now. Just, like, finding things, like, what is an identity? How do I, you know, how do I feel about myself? Like, self-image and self-identity have always been kind of a thing for me. But I do like trying out some stuff. And I feel like a lot of people feel like I have a better idea of my self-identity than I do. That one was just empty, that last one. Alright, calm down. Get a ducktail pump. Unironically, if I could grow my hair out straight enough to do that and not have to gel it to all hell for like several months before I could even start that process, maybe. I'd be okay with doing a pompadour for a minute. It'd be funny. Alright, so I gotta go up top for this. I'm hearing something. Do I have my earbud? No, I don't. I have them in the wrong ears. God damn it. Pink button. Which one did we just hit? It wasn't that one, no. Finally now, they to accept my own vibe and be comfortable with it. Yeah. It's a hard thing to do. You know, most of the time I'm just like, okay, cool, I'm here. And then occasionally I just get these urges and I'm like, alright, what am I, you know... Do I like where I'm at right now? Am I like, you gotta check in on yourself with it too. That's the other thing. But I'm glad you're finally starting to feel a little bit more, like, comfortable with yourself. I am cringe, but I am free. Exactly. Mythmaker knows what's up. Starring me as cringe but free. Captain Battleship. Oh, the Boba movie. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do when you're different from everybody else around you. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And I think that, honestly, so I'm still living with my parents right now. The reason being that it's cheap and my parents aren't going to toss me out on the street. And I make enough to be able to live on my own, admittedly, if I really wanted to. However, it's also just, you know, it's easier to stay here, even though the drive to my work sucks. Ultimately, I'm still saving money. And my parents are perfectly fine with me being here, so I'm just kind of accepting it, you know? I gotta hit forward on that. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to just accept that you're you know? Yeah. No, nothing wrong with it if you aren't imposing, exactly. And I don't think that I am. If I did, then I would leave, and my parents seem perfectly fine, and they've stated multiple times that they're happy with me being here. So, here I stay, because it saves me a shit ton of money. I still pay them rent, but, you know, it's cheaper than just going elsewhere. These are a bitch, yeah. I like the momentum-based platforming segments, admittedly, but they are a little fucking annoying. Because you actually have to understand how the physics of the game works, and the game's not going to explain that to you, really. Like these, you kind of almost don't want to launch. But these are actually pretty consistent, funny enough, as long as you're, you know, kind of consistent with how you aim yourself. Phone about to die? Alright. Take it easy, Bard. Thank you for stopping by. Take care of yourself. Die. Yeah. Yeah, like, you gotta do that one, like, as soon as it starts. This is the last thing we need in this level, though, so I'm gonna do this, and then I might go grab a drink and we might just chill for a minute, because I got some other stuff I gotta do today. I don't know if I want to start another level. Miss. Thank you. That was, in fact, a miss. I should set these to ultra low latency, admittedly. Almost. Almost. I hope everybody's having a good weekend, though. And if not, well, I hope you have a good time soon. I hope things get better for you. I know it's a really generic thing to say, but I don't know. I feel like I worry about people a lot more than I should, but at the same time, I think it's a good thing to worry about people. You know? It's a good thing to have other things to care about, and not just things, people. People are important, alright? That's not, again, I don't know, all this sounds like ridiculous and generic, but I feel like a lot of the time I see this stuff on, like, I'm on Twitter a lot, which is probably part of it, because Twitter's just kind of a cesspool. But, I don't know, I think it's important to, like, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Not the worst, but I'm fine. Yeah, I hear you. You know what? It's almost the holidays. Everybody should get a little bit of time off. Even if you don't, I hope you do get something soon. Take some time off for yourself. You know? You gotta take care of yourself, man. Even when it's hard. I don't understand how this one works. So this one, like, it's intentionally designed to just fuck you over. No way. Like that, like you have to do it as soon as the thing starts moving, or else you're not gonna make it. What a nuisance. Alright, how are we looking? 7 out of 8 on the statue, so I missed something somewhere. I have no clue where that is. I'm just missing an arm, so to me that makes me think that maybe it's just a... Maybe it's near the end. Thanks. Take every frequent Twitter user and put him in a Mortal Kombat tournament. I will drop out immediately. I will... I'm on Twitter for funny memes and social commentary, honestly. As dangerous as that can be to fucking do. My problem is I use Twitter the same way I used Tumblr back in the day. And that's not how you should use Twitter. Like, just period. Mandatory. Okay. Well, there's Mortal Kombat characters with guns. So, I mean... if push comes to shove... As much as I hate guns... Just, like, for so many reasons, but not a fan of guns. Alright, I'm gonna do one pass-through on this level. If I can't find the... If I can't find the statue... I think it's this first one up here. Because I remember saying I had to come back through here at some point. That guy's got 4 testicles on his head. That he do. Oh, no. I like how I'm stressing them out. Like, they're not mad at me or anything, or, like, want all the money. No. They're just stressed out that I'm here and breaking their boxes that are filled with bombs for some reason. You know what I really kind of miss? I kind of miss notches on analog sticks. I realize that it's for a very specific type of game, but I don't think it's a bad thing to have on an analog stick, you know? I don't mind guns, but I'm still gun shy. It takes a lot for me to pull a trigger. Yeah, fair. Entirely fair. I just don't like the idea of guns. Personally, it sounds kind of silly, but really part of the reason why I'm like that is because, like, if... My personal thought is, if you're gonna... I was trying to listen for something. If you're gonna actively use a gun, as a means. If you're going to use a weapon as a means to kill somebody, you know, intentionally or in self-defense or whatever, my personal thought is you probably should use something that isn't going to... You should probably use something that's going to take a bit more skill to use. Not saying that guns don't take skill to use, but ultimately guns are... You know, you can learn how to use a gun in a couple days. You know, gun safety courses are like maybe a week tops. Bring back sword duels to settle disputes. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Like, completely unironically. It sounds insane. But I'd rather people sort their disputes. Like, if you've really got a fucking problem with somebody and you can't solve it with any way other than violence, then fucking go get a sword. Abraham Lincoln, that shit. That's still, like, one of the funniest stories I can think of in American history. For anybody who doesn't know this one, Abraham Lincoln challenged, I believe it was Frederick Douglass, his political rival, to a... or Frederick Douglass challenged him to a duel. Which at that point, gun duels were the fashion. Abraham Lincoln, because he was challenged, was the one who got to pick the weapon. And Abraham Lincoln picked swords. Frederick Douglass then realized his mistake that he had made, because Abraham Lincoln was like 6'2", which was gigantic for that time period. And Frederick Douglass saw him swing at a tree branch over his head and realized that he was at a massive reach disadvantage, because Frederick Douglass was like 5'6". And then he proceeded to forfeit the duel. Just funny. It's just a really goofy... I don't know if that one's entirely true, but I've heard it several times. And I would believe something like that would happen. I like gun in controlled environment. Yeah, as far as like a sport thing, yeah, fucking go for it. If you want to shoot, go for it. Yeah, for recreation. 100%. I totally get that. Airsoft, or fucking clay shooting, or, you know, whatever. The paintball. That sort of stuff's great. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Like, as a recreational thing, perfectly fine. As a intentional weapon, I'm not a fan. There's a decent chance that I missed it in one of these. Yeah, like at a range. So I think I did get the... I think I got everything in this one. Yeah. No, I definitely got everything in this one. Yeah, carrying around... Yeah. Yeah, carrying one downtown while you're at a bar crawl, or like... Yeah, it's just weird. That's just weird. I don't like that. I don't know. It goes back to something that, like... For society to work... I know, I'm just like, yeah, we live in a society. Whatever, fucking, whatever you want to say. For society to work, we all kind of have to understand that there are some rules that we're all going to abide by. You know? And guns put you in a position to potentially just ignore some of those rules. You know? Not even like, oh, it's an unfair advantage. It's that, no, guns are fucking dangerous and can endanger people that have nothing to do with what you were even intending to do if you were trying to do something bad. Yeah, going to a grocery store, better bring my portable long-range death machine. Now, swords? I would argue, yeah, you probably shouldn't have swords either. At the same time, carrying a sword around a grocery store would be kind of funny and novel, at least. And again, you have to have training to use a sword. You have to physically hit someone with it. You have to feel them get hit by the sword. You know? That's the difference for me. That Senate brawl ended with a senator taking a metal cane to the face. Oh, the fucking... Yeah, the caning of Charles Sumner. Yeah. Basically, there was some political issues in the... I want to say it was, like, mid-1800s. There was some political issues that came up. And, Charles Sumner ended up getting just beat the fuck out of by some other senator with a metal cane in Congress. Just insane shit. Not to say people still won't do that shit, but again, the dude had to bring a cane in. Okay? Yeah, the man just ate it and continued to filibuster. I don't remember if that was the case. It's just... Stuff like that's always hilarious to me. Like, it's just... Alright, cool. Just keep going, I guess. What else are you gonna do? Like, the options are stop and eat shit and cry about it. Or keep going. As much as I hate the suck it up attitude, sometimes you just do. You know, sometimes you just do gotta suck it up. Sometimes you just gotta keep going. That being said, it's okay to be, I don't know, off on another tangent. You know, I kind of hate, again, I really hate that attitude of just, like, suck it up. You know, but it's okay to ask for help with shit. These lion cat things are very strange. I like them, though. It's a fun idea. Hey! Well, we already got that one. Yeah, I might look this one up. Because we're basically at the end of the level here, and I have no fucking idea. Is it up here? Is this it? Yeah, there we go, baby. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. The teacher says you can ask questions about what you just learned, but when you actually do, she scolds you for not paying attention. Yeah. Yeah, no, I that sort of stuff, like, just... Because a lot of... Especially with teachers... I don't know how it is elsewhere in the world, but a lot of times in American schools, it really does just feel like... It's not about the education. It is, like, they'll say it's about educating students, and to some extent it is, but also a lot of it is just about people... teaching kids that authority figures exist and will punish them if they do something bad. And that shouldn't be what school's about, to me at least. You know? I get it if a kid's, like, acting up or doing something to intentionally, like, fuck up the class. Sure. You know, tell them, hey, stop doing that. But as far as, like, just, you know, you should be teaching kids. You shouldn't be punishing them. Dagoth or a Taco Bell is a hilarious skit idea. He's running the Taco Bell. Welcome, Moon and Star. It's a cup game. He coming. He's spinning. Alright, cup game. That's what I was thinking. Get the fuck out of that cup. Stop cheating. Piece of shit. Guy's literally me, for real. This is exactly what you look like, huh? Oh, these are gonna get way too fast. Get the fuck out of there. If I catch you cheating again, I am beating you to death. I'm already doing that. Why am I bothering to even threaten him with that? That was me a lot. I lost track already. Okay. Not that one. Okay, let me pay attention here. Oh, I got you. These things can't die either, so you can permanently, like, fuck yourself on this. This dude looks nervous as shit. The most nervous performer I've ever seen. Wow! He just like me, for real. Camera. Get the fuck out of there. Alright, man. You're going for a ride. That was me a lot having ADHD. I was definitely the problem student, especially in hindsight. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20 is the other thing. Like, you are gonna realize that you're, like, the problem student at some point, you know? Alright, last one. Go away. I really need to be able to taunt. That's the one gripe I have with this game. You need to be able to taunt. You need to be able to do something funny at the end of, like, every fight. And not just, like, a thumbs up. Because I get that that was sort of the Nintendo thing at the time period. But I want stupid, like, I want DMC-style fucking taunts. Is that the peanut grasshopper? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, Eric. Wario always says something when he chucks at least. That's true. That's true, he does. Alright. Alright. That is like the most fucking classic fucking Wario laugh. It just, it sounds so right on Wario. You can go into the hat. Wario dab. He just laughs and dabs and that's the whole thing. I'd be down for that. Yeah, I don't think I have time for another run today. I don't think I have time for another level today. I've unfortunately got some other stuff I'm gonna do today. Going to see a friend. There's the dab. There's the Wario dab. That's what I'm talking about, baby. But yeah, I mean, like, hindsight's always 20/20 when it comes to, like, yeah. Have a rotten day. Alright. Well, that was a good time. I do love me some fucking Wario World. This game's great. I'm very happy I picked it up. And it's in good condition, too. Like, full, complete in-box. The CD, or the DVD is actually in pretty good shape. I'm gonna mess with the focus here a little bit. I felt out of focus for some of that. Now I'm out of focus again. It's wild how, like, small the field of view is on this thing. Don't get me wrong, it's nice because it makes the background do that whole out of focus thing, the bokeh effect, but, you know. Wow, that was good. By the way, my Wario voice and my crazy taxi announcer voice are basically the same thing. Who's ready to make some crazy money? I'm gonna fuck up my voice if I keep trying to do that, though. 9 FOV. Well, it's not the FOV. Although the FOV on this lens, it's a zoom lens, so there's only so much you can really do. When you do have zoom lenses, obviously the field of view tends to get cropped a little bit. Which is a little unfortunate, but what it is. Anyway. I didn't even go grab my drink. I should probably go drink that before I head out. But anyway, you guys, thank you for hanging out today, as always. I will be back at the very least next Sunday with some Wario World. Probably gonna finish up the game then. And if not, then and that's like the absolute minimum. Otherwise, we might be on Thursday night or some other night this week. Friday night I will not be streaming because I've got a prior commitment that I've got to take care of. But regardless, you guys take care of yourselves, be safe. I don't know. What do you guys want to hear? What funny noises do you guys want to hear? Alright, you know the deal. Make sure you stretch. Get up, stretch, take care of yourself. Drink some water. Eat some food. Be nice to others. Don't talk about political views at the Christmas table. Please, for the love of God. If you got any Christmas parties you go to, make sure to scream your fucking lungs out so you have an excuse not to talk at work the next day. Or the next week. I don't know. Eat good. Have a good day. Have a good week. Fuck off. Get out of here. Why the fuck are you still here? Leave. I told you already. We're done. You can go. Alright? Fuck off. Go away. How many